Yo, what's going on, Pokemon Fab 5? This is the 4thGenGamer here, and I'm bringing you guys my brand new series. Oh yeah, we're going there. We're going top 5, bottom 5. You guys know on my channel. If you don't, then go and check out the playlist on my channel. I do top 5s, and I'm bringing a little bit of that, a little bit of home here to the Fab 5, and it's going to be my top 5, bottom 5 series. Now, I'm going to be doing this all the Pokemon types, so it's going to be 18 episodes long. And I'm going to be doing each type. That's why it's 18 episodes long. 18 types. But anyway, I will be counting down my bottom 5, my least favorite Pokemon of the type. And then I'm going to be counting down my top 5. Now, I'm not going to be doing any other LP on this channel for now, just because I'm going to be doing this. This is my main series. Sadly, the Egg Scramble did not work out at all. Just, I got a ton of shit from my computer or whatever with this program. So long story short, we're not going to be doing it. And just, you know, explain a little more behind, a little more background to this top 5. It's a I pick my Pokemon for a variety of reasons. It could be their design, their typing, their movesets, personal experience, how they are in battle. It's not just based off of strength. It's based off of a variety of reasons. It's not like I'm automatically going to have Magikarp at number 1 necessarily just because it sucks ass. I may like Magikarp, I don't know. But that is why we're here today. We are going to be counting down my personal top 5 and bottom 5 water-type Pokemon, and you guys make sure you leave your own top 5 and bottom 5 water-type Pokemon down in the comment section below, and let me know why they are there. So anyway, let's get right into things here with my bottom 5 list. Now, with this series, we are going to be going with number 5 through 1, 1 being my least favorite, 5 being, it's still pretty bad, but it's, you know, it's bad enough to be in the bottom 5 list, but it's kind of like the best of the worst, if you will. So anyway, guys, I have my number 5. It is Magikarp. Now, Magikarp is one of those Pokemon that some people may, you know, raise their eyebrows. They'll be like, what the fuck, Magikarp? Magikarp's the worst Pokemon in the world. All I know is a Splash, blah, blah, blah. First of all, it learns Tackle at 15. But anyway, Magikarp is one of those Pokemon. Obviously, I do not love it, but it kind of just has that little bit of novelty. It's still at the bottom. It's at the bottom of the water types list, obviously. However, it kind of just has that novelty. It's a Magikarp, and I don't hate it because of that. I still dislike it. It's a fucking Magikarp. That's all you can catch in some places with an old rod. It's crazy. However, it does evolve into a Gyarados. Keep in mind, you send someone a Magikarp and an Egglock, or an Egg Scramble or whatever, then it's going to evolve into a Gyarados. For that matter, if it's like an X and Y Egglock, you're going to get a fucking Mega Gyarados. That's why I don't hate Magikarp, because you know what? You're going to get something good out of it. You get a Gyarados, and, you know, it still sucks, though. It's Magikarp, guys. Magikarp sucks. There are, like, tons of water types. I can't even, it's probably in the triple digits even. I don't know, but there are a lot of water types. But, I mean, to be in this bottom 5, you have to be pretty annoying or pretty sucky or look pretty awful to be in the list. But anyway, guys, that's my number 5, or bottom 5, and my number 5 of all the water-type Pokemon. And going on to number 4, I have Slowbro. So now Slowbro is one of those other Pokemon that you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Slowbro is below Magikarp in the list. Are you crazy? I am not crazy, because Slowbro is pretty fucking annoying. Have you faced the Slowbro in Pokemon Stadium? Have you faced the Slowbro in the Elite Four with Will? Or with Lorelie? I believe Lorelie has that. Like, holy shit. Slowbro is a pretty annoying motherfucker. For that matter, Slowpoke is too. Slowpoke is kind of like, you know, dopey. It's supposed to kind of suck. It's like, oh, a little Slowpoke. Slowbro is just, like, so annoying to just, like... It's just so annoying to face. Honestly, Slowbro is just such ass when you face it. It's just, it's good. That's the thing. It's so annoying to face. And then meanwhile, when you get one, you're like, it's still not even that great. It's just annoying. It'll do all these things. It'll confuse you. It'll use Curse, Calm Mind, all this other crazy shit. And then, it doesn't rank your team, but it's just, like, so annoying. It's not my least favorite out of all the water types, but it is just incredibly annoying. I've used one before on my Fire Red Watermelon type a while back, and it was like, meh. It was like, wow, when I face you, you're a bitch, but when I use you, you're just, anyway. Slowbro, suck a dick. Slowbro, suck a dick. Anyway, my bottom 3rd Pokemon. I need to find a way to say this, but my bottom number, Trace 3 thingy, Mabobber, and I just broke a cap to a pen. Wow, GG me. I have Basculin. Don't ask which one. I don't really give a shit. Because you know why? It's irrelevant. And that is why I hate Basculin, period. It's irrelevant. That's the thing. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's just like so... I don't know. I don't know what to explain about it. That's the thing. It's like you have a red one and a blue one and like... What is it? I mean, that's just what I say. I'm just like... it's so irrelevant. Pokemon that are irrelevant, I really just don't like... I mean, maybe there's some set for it on Showdown or something. I'm sure there is. But, like, it's just so... It's ugly. Its design isn't so great. It's like... honestly, like, I'm just sitting here looking at my screen like, what's the relevance to Basculin? Like, I don't get it. It's like, 5th gen, fuck you, like, why would you, it's pointless. Before I ramble on saying how much more pointless it is, the even more pointless Pokemon is my bottom number 2. It's fucking Corsola. Who even gives a shit about Corsola? Has anyone ever given a fucking shit about Corsola? How about that original water rock typing? No, that's never been done before. Not like we have fossils with that, multiple fossils with that. Like, it's a rock that lives in the water pretty much. That's what it is. It's a pink rock. That sucks ass. Like, catch this Giga Drain real quick. The only reason why I like Corsola is because I can wreck it in battle. But if you have, it's just so irrelevant. It's like even more relevant than Basculin. If you're more relevant than fucking Basculin, you're doing some fucked up shit. I mean, Corsola just, it's like, no. Corsola is just kind of like Basculin and Corsola, like a lot of these bottom 5s, you're gonna hear me just say like, like, I don't know, what's the point of it? Maybe there is a point to it, but I really don't see it. But worse than Corsola, the bitch, the Zubat of the water, I will say. The Zubat of the water. Oh my lord, this motherfucker. Tentacool. Oh my god, some of you don't realize it. Some of you just kind of put it in the back of your head. You go into the rock cave, Zubat, Geodude, Zubat, especially Gen 1. You go in the water, you get Surf. You go in the water, you don't have any repels. It's Tentacool. 5 minutes later, Tentacool is the Zubat of the water. Done. Tentacool is like, I can live without it. But Tentacool is just like, like Magikarp is an annoying bitch. But at least it has some redeeming factor. It evolves into a Gyarados, and that, for that matter, as a Mega. Like, if there was no Mega Gyarados, Magikarp might be a little bit even lower on the bottom 5, and maybe, like, number 2 or 3. But, geez, Tentacool has no redeeming factors. It's just a little jellyfish. It's water poison. Next countdown that we're doing is the top 5, bottom 5 poison. And, oh my lord, it might be number 1 again, because all it does is just sitting at the top of the water waiting for you to surf, and just run into it over and over and over and over again. Tentacool, I hate you. Anyway, now let's get on to the positive notes. Those were the bottom 5. That was the negative Josh. Now we're getting to happy Josh, because you know what? Josh loves water types. It was hard to pick my bottom 5, because even, you know, just water types in general, I like them. Those 5 are not so much, but I do love water types, and it was tough. I would do like a top 10 bottom 5 if it was possible, but that would be just, I don't know, weird. So anyway, we're going on to number 5 of my top 5. Now, in this case, number 1 is the best, just like number 1 in the bottom 5 is the worst. We have the extremes. So, we're going to start with number 5, though, on my top 5 water types, and it is the beast, the legend, Blastoise. Now, Blastoise, everyone loves Blastoise, at least a little bit. The Mega is really what put it on there. If not, Greninja might slide in there, but, them arm cannons, the arm cannons with the Mega Blastoise, you gotta love it. But overall, it's just a really cool design. Before anything, it's just a huge fucking turtle, and it evolves from that little cute Squirtle, you know. I mean, you know, a lot of these, they apply to the whole evolutionary family. Like Magikarp, that kind of applies to the family, because if I was just basing off of Magikarp and it never even evolved, then it would be like 1 probably. But it has some redeeming factor because it evolves. Squirrel's fucking cute as shit. But you know what? Blastoise is just like menacing this huge thing with cannons on its back, and then it can wreck your house. I mean, really, look at that thing. It's pretty cool. Not even pretty cool. It's fucking amazing. Just so cool. And, you know, as the Mega Evolution, got that huge cannon on its back and then arm cannons. And it's a really cool Pokemon. Always love Blastoise. Can always rely on the good little Squirtle and evolve that into the Wartortle. Who gives a shit about Wartortle? But, and eventually Blastoise, which will, definitely wreck some pokes if you need, you know? But anyway, guys, in my number 4 slots, I don't know if some people may be surprised by this, but I do have Walrein. Walrein is a really cool Pokemon, and don't sleep on it, okay? It was really tough putting him in number 4 over 5, but I had to throw him in there just because I just love Walrein. That's all that there is to it. I can't explain this too well. But Spheal, cute little ball and whatever. Cielo, actually, I'm a fan of. And then Walrein is just this huge, just walrus, and it looks pretty sick. It did pretty good in my Fire Red Water Monotype, and I wish I could use it more. It's just kind of not that common, but it is just a really cool Pokemon. Really, some Pokemon you should look at and you're like, wow, that's really cool, and that's all I really can say about it. Hopefully they give it a Mega or something cool, but I love Walrein. That's all there is to it. It's really cool. If you ever have a chance to use one, go ahead and use it, because it's really awesome. And screensaver, no thank you, on my computer. And yeah, Wolverine. Wolverine's a pretty cool motherfucker. Can't explain why, but it's just awesome. Look at it, it's water ice, dumb. Number 3, I have the Resbowski, the Poliwrath, the Legends. And if you like Gen 1, or for Pokemon, and just Pokemon in general, how could you not love the Poliwag family? Even Politoed is pretty cool. You know, Poliwhirl has that big old, you know, hypnotizing swirl in the middle of its fucking stomach. I don't know what the fuck to call it. But it's a cool family. It's just awesome. And I know Resbowski loves that Poliwrath, and I love it too. The reason why it's up here mainly, besides it's just awesome, it's water fighting, blah blah blah, looks cool, and it's a really nice Pokemon. I would probably be at number 5 if it weren't for me winning my first Nuzlocke about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Emerald Randomizer Nuzlocke, and I had the Poliwrath named Raz, and it absolutely wrecked. It just crushed everything it saw. Well, I wouldn't say crushed, but it crushed a lot of things that it saw. And it really came in clutch. Probably the MVP of that series, just because of how clutch it was during that Elite Four. Of course, it was over-leveled, but it was still awesome to have. So that's my number 3. Gotta try using that Poliwrath every now and then. Do not sleep on that. I don't think anyone sleeps on Poliwrath, because that thing is awesome. Just keep it away from, you know, some certain types. Can't take hits that well always, but throw a bulk up down. Keep it away from psychic types, and you'll be looking pretty sweet with Poliwrath. It's a nice Pokemon to have in your party. Good addition, as always. So, number two, I have the wonderful Swampert. Now, Swampert got a Mega Evolution recently. You know, obviously it's not available yet, because, you know, I have to wait until RAS unless you're watching this after they came out. But the Mega Evolution is pretty sweet. I haven't used it before, obviously, but it looks pretty awesome, and I'm really excited to use it. But Swampert in the first place is awesome. Like, just I love Swampert. I think it's just, its design is awesome. I think it's just a really cool Pokemon. It just always has that kind of chill look to it. I don't know, it's just looks nice. I don't know. But, you know, I like Mudkips. Mudkips are awesome. Probably my favorite out of all the Hoenn stars, which I love all of them. You know, probably my second favorite set of stars outside of Sinnoh. But, it's awesome, and if you've had a chance to use one, then you know that's awesome. Just keep away from grass types, and you're really set to go. Just throw down some Earthquakes, some Muddy Waters, Surf, I don't know, Thunderbolt, all that shit. It's all fair game, and it's all awesome with Swampert. Swampert can wreck shit when you use it in Emerald, and it's a really good Pokemon to have. I don't know if I'd use the word versatile, but, just a really handy Pokemon to have. Doesn't always take hits, but, when it does, when you're in, like, you know, Team Magmahide, it just sweeps everything, obviously. But, anyway, guys, if you know me at all, you know my number 1. You already know it, you know me. You got that Empoleon, though. Now, Empoleon. You gotta love it. It's a penguin with a tuxedo. It's water steel typing, that's awesome. But look at it. You see it on the layout, it's staring at you. Like, the other ones are kind of just doping around. Okay, Blastoise is kind of, like, looking at you like he's about to fucking wreck you. But he's just kind of, like, chilling, but you don't know what he's about to do. You don't know his next move. He has a little trident going on. He has a little tux going on. It's not, like, exactly like a tux, but, you know, it's look at it. It just looks so cool. Just very slick design. Obviously, it was my first Pokemon, or Piplup was, so, nostalgia. Yeah, I'm a little blinded, but... you can't deny it, though. It's just so sick. It's just awesome. It's Empoleon. Just look at it. It's just one of those Pokemon you just gotta look. You gotta use it a little bit. You gotta get that Drill Peck, that Surf, Avalanche, Grass Knot, Flash Cannon, you know, all their moves. Wreck the Fairies. Do whatever you gotta do, because Empoleon is a beast, and may not win any awards in the battles department, but it is still awesome. It's really cool. I've always loved Empoleon. And my mascot is Piplup, because, you know, Piplup's kind of like a sidekick Pokemon, you know, whatever. I can imagine having a little Piplup around. But I still love Empoleon now. You know, I didn't want to pull off, you know, Piplup number 2 and then Empoleon number 1, because that would just be cheap. But, you know, that kind of applies to the whole evolutionary family. Not so much Primplup, but, you know, it's still chill. So, anyway, guys, that is about it for this top 5, bottom 5, this edition. I will be having 17 more episodes after this one. Next week is going to be Poison type. Now, the way I'm doing this is I'm just doing a random number generator, 1 through 18, and then I go into Bulbapedia, whatever number it is, and I just, like, count the numbers. So if I get number 4, then I count down 1, 2, 3, 4, and that happens to be Poison type. So next time, guys, we're going to be doing Poison types, and we may have some, maybe a repeat offender in the bottom 5. I don't know. Maybe. We aren't counting primary and secondary typings, so... all that awesome stuff. But anyway, guys, before I go on too long, make sure to leave a like on the video. And let me know your own top 5, bottom 5 water-type Pokemon down below. And let me know why as well. I would love to hear. I want to hear what you guys like. And hope you guys like my list. Let me know what you think of it. Maybe you disagree. Maybe you agree with it. It's a really nice list. And yeah, it's like some guys. Thank you for watching. This is the 4th Gen Gamer on the Pokemon Fat 5. It's next time, guys. I am out. Peace.